Well, hey, I'm live. And it's been a while since I've been out live, and I didn't invite anybody to join me tonight. In fact, I didn't even know I was going to go live tonight. I was doing something and I just had to come out and share this with folks. Um, if we haven't met before, my name's Diane Hockman. I've been in the home business industry coming up on 25 years. I haven't had a job in that long. I've been learning how to make my own work, as my teacher used to say, make my own work all of these years. And it's not easy. Hi, Judy. Hi, Wario. Hello. Um, it's not easy to come from the job world to the learning to make your own work. And I want you to write that down, that term, make your own work. Because we get into the industry and we think that we're going to be told what to do. And in fact, a lot of times they sell us the idea that we're going to tell you step by step exactly what to do. And then they don't. And then they don't. And I had to figure out what to do. And I titled this live stream Pathetic. Because a lot of times when we look at, hi, Holly, oh, I miss you. Hi, Alice. A lot of times when we look at people that have been doing this for a long time, it's super easy to think that they always knew how to do this. And I want to show you something because it's absolutely pathetic. What I was doing is I was in my autoresponder. And in case you guys don't know, that's a tool that you use to be able to mass email all your people. And first of all, I recently deleted like 2,000 people off my list. If they weren't opening, if they weren't engaging, I just figured I wanted to focus in on my very best people, very best customers, people that were actually listening to what I was saying. So I deleted everybody. So by the way, if you used to be on my list and you notice you're not getting any emails, no offense, I just did a search and removed everybody that hasn't been opening. You're always welcome to come back over at dianehockman.com. Hi, Ray. So I was, the whole archive of all the emails that I've ever written are there. And a lot of people know I get like huge open rates. I've made a full-time living for like mega full-time living for a very, very, very long time, mostly based on email. And, you think that I was born, I came out of the womb knowing how to write the letters. I saw Judy just said, I love your emails. Well, thank you, Judy, but I'm going to show you how bad they used to be. Hello, Matthew. So I'm going to show you. This isn't the very first letters I wrote. I had an autoresponder with a company that went out of business. And I think in that autoresponder, I was mostly using letter sets from other people that people gave me. These might be the very first letters I wrote. I think that I had some that I wrote myself before. But is anybody interested in seeing how pathetic the great Diane Hockman's emails were? And if anybody's ever have any of you guys ever taken an email class with me or had me coach you on email marketing? I don't know if some of you guys have. I broke every rule that I have ever taught you about how to write emails properly. So I'm going to show you because I think it's profound when you start to realize, when we go back and we look at what was. Okay, so first thing I want to show you, if we scan through here, let me just go up here for a minute and just switch this to number, okay? The first emails, and tell me, I'm not looking, let me go over somewhere. I want to know if I need to make this bigger. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. If not, one of you guys message me on Facebook and tell me because I can't see everything all at once. So the first letter was sent out, and this is from 2008. I'm pretty sure I had a list somewhere else before that. They probably just went out of business. And then I got people to move over. 668 people. Okay. Now I had to have written more letters, but maybe they were sequences and not broadcasts. And if you look through, you're going to see complaints, 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 complaints. That's the first thing that jarred me when I looked at this, because I rarely ever get complaints now. And there's so much red: complaints, complaints, Complaints. Okay. I wasn't very well known prior to 2010, 2011 maybe. So let's take a look at this letter. I think this is the one I was looking at. But we can look at a bunch of them. Okay. I got to scroll down to get to it. This is really old stuff. So I know there was a way for me to get at the letter. Where'd it go? Well, maybe I can't look at the letter. I know last night I was looking at letters and they were so bad. Let me scroll up and see if I can find one that we can look at. Do you guys use email? And if so, let me know. Look at this one, sent to 90. Nobody opened it. Okay, let's look at this one. Hopefully I can get at it. Opens. Why can't I see them? There used to be a link. I guess this is so old, but I know I was able to read letters last night. Okay, so maybe this is going to be ridiculous. But the letter that I was looking at last night, I always tell you guys to read your letters aloud. Make sure you read them aloud so you hear what they sound like. Make sure you're speaking like you would talk. Make sure you're writing on a 3rd grade level or below. All the things that I always teach. I repeated the same words over and over and over. I didn't put my link properly. I didn't format anything properly. I can't believe. Why can't I see any of them today? I was able to read the letters yesterday. Oh, wait. Is this it? Nope. I don't know why, but it won't let me look now. So let me turn off the screen share. The bottom line is anything. If I turn it off, stop sharing. Anything. Yeah, I just clicked on review message, but they won't come up. They're so old, Sharon, that they won't come up anymore. But if you were to go through my archive and you were to look back in time, and let me take you back in time. 2000, I joined the industry in 1999. From 1999 to 2005, I did straight walking up to people, et cetera, except I had learned how to use an autoresponder in there, but I was using other people's letters, other people's content. I didn't really know what I was doing. And this is before the CAN spam laws and everything. So people got so few emails that it worked like magic, but that was because there was no competition. I was early on the field. And then 2005, end of 2005, I met my mentor. 2006, we were working together. 2007, I started creating my own products and my own workshops, way ahead of my time. Like, it's funny now, sometimes I second guess myself now and I go, I don't know, should I do that? Should I do that? Back then, people were so hungry to learn about marketing and social media, and there was so little information. And I look at this stuff and I go, I can't even believe I made any money with any of this stuff because it was pathetic. And I'm going to have to pull one. And I thought I was prepared to come on with you guys. What you see today, when you look at me, and by the way, the leaders from my time period, the class of 2012, that was such a big deal back then. They're all older now, right? It's 10 years later. And we look at those people that became stars during that period, and we realize we became stars because it was just a window of time. We were in the right place at the right time. We did the work and we learned. But when you look at somebody like me and you hear me speak, I'm excited. I just got a first speaking engagement in a while because COVID and all the craziness. I haven't been on a stage in a while, so I'm looking forward to this summer. And, you think it's effortless. I am saying we're old. I don't know who said that because I can't see if you didn't click the little button that says I can see. But yeah, we're old. I can get on a stage and speak not because I was born a speaker. I can get on a stage and speak because I did. Eric, DG, Eric, is that you? Who's that? I'm just seeing, I'm guessing. And if it is Eric, you are old. You are completely old. You're not as old as me, I don't think, but you're old, man. I did thousands of conference calls every night, over and over and over and over and over and over and over. That's why I got any good. If I can write a letter and whip off a letter, or if I can understand a customer thought process or a customer avatar, everybody takes so much time learning about an avatar. I did it for years. I'm like a master surgeon, the guy that goes in and goes out, or the gal that goes in and goes out. But the first time they did it, they were terrible. And I'm not saying this. I wanted to show you these letters, and I'll find them later, and maybe I'll come back out, or maybe I'll do a whole series, dramatic readings of Diane Hockman's pathetic letters of yore. That'd be a fun series. I'm not telling you this to pep you up, because there's always those things that say, don't compare your current reality to somebody else's Instagram reel or whatever that. Guys, I'm as real as it comes. I've been as real as it comes forever. I've been so straightforward with people. If you ain't getting where you want to go, it's really just simple. You haven't practiced enough. You haven't tried, and you're waiting for something outside of you to make it happen for you. And it's not going to. I'm going to tell you, there ain't no Santa Claus, okay? I can tell you, AI isn't going to fix it. TikTok didn't fix it. What was before that? A bot isn't going to fix it. I don't know what was before that. Instagram didn't fix it. There's always something new, and that something new will always be heavily sold to those people that don't learn to make their own work. So if you sit down to work your business and you sit and you go, I don't know what to do, that's on you. And I'm not being a jerk. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you to see that nobody who's done well has any magic powers. And let me tell you, when I went through my divorce and I was going through a rough time personally, I had the same thing, which was, I don't know what to do. And the reason why I didn't know what to do was because I wasn't clear. I wasn't confident. I wasn't sure of myself. So all of a sudden I thought I didn't know what to do. But the truth is, I did know what to do. I was avoiding doing it. Say that again. I did know what to do. I was avoiding doing it. For those of you that haven't gotten where you want to go, if you've been around this industry, if you're brand new and you signed up for something yesterday and you've never been around, cool. I give you a pass. You're just getting started. But if you've been around for any period of time, okay, it's not that you don't know what to do, especially if you've spent any money on training or you're a member of any of the different things that I'm involved with, or you've been in one of my classes before. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's just that you're avoiding doing it because of fear or shame or embarrassment. And it's not until you make the decision that I'm going to do this every day, no matter what, that things will start to shift. So when I look back at class of 2012, you got Higdon, right? He was in foreclosure when I met Ray. I didn't know he was broken in foreclosure, but he was. But he showed up every day and he was consistent, right? There's me. There's Michelle Pesca-Solido. A lot of you guys may not know Michelle now because she and her husband Bill run an agency. But Michelle had gone through a rough divorce. She had just met Bill. She had a lot going on in her life. She had 2 little girls. She did what she did every day. She became an ads expert, an area that I'm still a moron at. Okay, who else? I'm just thinking about, like, there was tons of it. Fernie Ceballos. Those guys run attractionmarketing.com. When I met him, he was a kid. He went to work every single day. He did more of the hits, clicks, analytics type of stuff because he's a scientist, a rocket scientist, literally. Other people did it more artistically, performing, speaking, writing. But every one of the people from that time period, every one of them, they showed up and they did. And the reason why I look at those folks sometimes, like, I think of them as, brothers and sisters, because we were all screw ups, and I want to use a different word that starts with an F, at the time. And we emerged. And any given time period, there's another class that can emerge. Now, what made me think of talking about this today is, I screwed up today. I went to the store. I had to go pick up some stuff. And I was running back home because I wanted to be on a class. I haven't gotten into a lot of real marketing courses lately. I used to go to marketing seminars, marketing courses. I'm a marketing maniac. I listen to so many things, and I haven't in a while. Hi, Dina. And I recently bought a course from Frank Kern, who is an OG. Okay. I mean, the guy's amazing, but I bought a course and I thought, I went through the recorded stuff and then we were supposed to have a session today. And because I'm in a different time zone now, I screwed up. So I missed it. So I went back and I turned on one of his old trainings, like from 2005. And I also shared with a couple of people yesterday, a couple of my close confidants yesterday, an old training I found from him, 2005, was on YouTube. And this is when, and I don't know if you guys know Frank Kern, but today he's kind of professional and he has his hair slicked back and he's a dad. And sometimes you'll see him wearing a suit or a sports jacket. But in my day, back in the day when I used to go to the seminars and I was coming up and I was learning, this guy was a surfer dude, wore ripped jeans, a loose t-shirt and flip-flops. Okay. That was his thing. His hair was long. It wasn't combed. And he always said he was drunk, although I don't think he was. I think it was kind of a Dean Martin thing. But I watched him and I thought, sheesh, he went through the history and the legacy of how he came to become the guy that he, now he's like almost like a grandpa of the industry, right? But at the time, he just showed right place, right time, group of people worked together, did the work every single day, tested, tried, learned, and boom, they all became mega. And he actually went through and showed the history of his launches and the type of money he made. And I sat there and I laughed because the same thing happened to me and the same thing could happen to you. We're all pathetic when we start. We all screw up. I screwed up today. I screwed up the time zone. I screwed up because I wanted to show you some letters. I didn't prepare them beforehand. I screw up continually. Sometimes on purpose, because I want to repel the people that are looking for shiny perfection. But it's available to any of you. You just have to decide to show up. You just have to decide to show up. And, Jim Rohn always said, what's hard to do is hard not. I mean, what's hard to do is hard not to do. I'm saying it backwards. Basically, if it's hard to do, it's easy to not do it, right? It's easy to not make that video. It's easy to not write that letter. It's easy to not, do that content. It's easy to not do that live. And I've been a victim. I mean, I've done it myself. It's easy. Like every day I want to get on and every day I go, I'll do tomorrow. And tonight I just decided to show up because I had a little inspiration because I got my nose back in the figurative books. And I listened to something classic because I screwed up and missed out on something contemporary. And the classic message was the one I needed. And I think it was Frank, watching this one video that I watched, that made me go back and look at my own work. And when I looked at my own work, I sat and I laughed at how ridiculous it was. And I still, to this day, even though I've made millions of dollars using Aweber, I still don't know how to run it right. Isn't that ridiculous? And I got complaint after complaint, and I got, people unsubscribed and all the things that we're worried about happening. I took that as my signal that I must have been doing something right. Why were people, oh, wait, here's a letter. Let's see. Let me see if this will come up. Okay, let's do this. I just randomly pulled one. I don't know if it's good or it's bad, but I'm going to come back over here to StreamYard and we're going to look at the video. I mean, we're going to look at the letter and see what we got. Let's see. This letter, let's do this, is from July 6th, 2009. Let me make it a little bigger in case you guys need that. Ever play What If? Listen to this, this was an audio recording system at the time. It was like a little audio link. And then if you want to come play, come by tonight at 9:27 p.m. Eastern. My mentor always used to run calls at weird times. That was the phone number. Feel free to pass this along to your buddies. Maybe they want to play too. Well, that's great copy, Diane. If you want to play, here's the phone number. Feel free to pass this along to your buddies. Maybe they want to play too. Okay, got to run and get ready. By the way, the CDs I offered last week were totally sold out. I'm having more made. By the way, I think I have like 6 of them. I sold CDs and I had like 6 of them. Oh, they're totally sold out. It's like, it's an international bestseller, right? I'm having more made. So if you wanted one, let me know. And of course, the Connecticut event that I had 2 spots for is filled in 7 minutes. Again, it was 5 people. 5 people could come to the event, filled in 7 minutes, but people kept asking. So I wanted to let people know, because I used the word people twice in a sentence. Last thing, I'm planning some free classes for the month to help everyone out. I need to know what topics you'd like to learn more on. Please hit reply and let me know what would help the most. Okay, see you on the call. Buenos tardes, amigo. That is an absolutely ridiculous, pathetic, confusing, let me turn off this share, letter that drags people all over the place. And really what I was trying to do is tell you I'm important. My CDs are sold out, all 5 of them. And there was like 6 of them, whatever. And then my event is sold out. It's sold out. It's 5 people. Okay. I was learning to posture. I was learning to position. I was trying to write those. Do you remember those 927 calls? Who's that? I can't see. But you're from back in the day. Maybe that's Matthew or someone. Dina just said it. She said, I'm sure people didn't care. People didn't know the difference. Okay. People didn't know the difference. And I sounded better than the next guy because the next guy never wrote a letter. The next guy never showed up. There was no lives. There was no video. It's 2009. There was no video on the internet. The next guy didn't show up. And me, I showed up every night, year in, year out, doing a conference call, learning how to work a crowd, learning how to wield that audience, learning how to make an offer. So if we haven't put in, now we may be, buying stuff, right? Buying stuff and making believe that we're doing the work. But if we haven't put in the time, ain't nothing going down. And until you decide I'm willing to be pathetic, you can't get good. It's that simple. So if you want to see some of my better letters, run over to DianeHochman.com. If there's anything I can do for you, certainly give me a shout. I'm hoping to be a good kid and show up a little bit more often now. Frank inspired me. Maybe I needed to go back to go forward. But yeah, kismet happens. When you're in, all these old sayings is, I created my own luck, and yeah. And you hear all this junk. And it's all true and it's all cool, but it's kind of like, consistency. Well, it's true, right? All that backslapping, MLM talk stuff. You got to ask yourself, have I done the work? Have I done the work? Have I learned to speak? Have I learned to write? Have I learned to create an offer? Have I learned to create urgency with a prospect? And if you haven't, that's okay. But then understand that's why you're not where you want to be. And then when you decide, so here's where I should insert my super secret coaching offer. You want to coach, you want to learn from me, hit me up. If I have time, we'll talk about it. If I think you're a good person, I don't have a super secret coaching offer. I have an MLM if you want to join. I have other affiliate programs you want to join. I got breathing, living, I sat with somebody for years to learn. I moved to Louisiana to learn next level. I don't take this like well, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. If I buy something, I do the thing I bought. I'm devastated that I missed my class tonight. I made a commitment. I show up for the class. I screwed up. I messed up the time zone. I'll watch it when the recording comes out. But you just got to really decide. Oh, Dina, you will. Sooner or later. No doubt. No doubt. I don't think I'm as far from you anymore now. I think I'm a little closer. I think it's a little too far to drive to Dallas. But I don't think it's that far. So, or if you ever want to come down to New Orleans, you might cry. Why would you want to do that? Well, we can both cry. Well, why not? Let's cry it out. We'll hug it out. We'll cry it out. But That's it. That's what I wanted to say tonight. I wish I could have shown you the one letter I read last night. I just started laughing. I was like, this is absolutely ridiculously pathetic. And in my archive, there's thousands of letters. And you can see if you were to sit and go through everyone. And by the way, I've given the archive to people as bonuses for different courses I've taught. And how many people ever went through them to see the evolution? Nobody. 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 You know, see me? Here, I'll show you something. I'll show you something. Stay right there. I'm not, you know what? I'm not even gonna. I have a pile over there. I don't want to go get it. Of books and transcripts and different things from my original teacher. When I moved, I literally got rid of my whole library because regular books I can get, I got them on my Kindle. Angel has them all down here. She has every book you'd ever want and more. But these are things that you can't get anywhere else. And the things that I saved are the things that brought me up. And I have combed every page of those. I can recite them because I took my business seriously. Now, I don't want to be the bitchy lady that sits here and goes, you're not taking it seriously. That's up to you. It's not for me to determine what you do with your business. But man, oh man, I made the decision. And then I fell out while I was going through my own personal turmoil. And then you come back and you make the decision and you go back to work and you decide. So take an inventory of your skills, determine what skill it is that you want to master next. Take 90 days, 30 days. A lot of them you can do in 30 days. You can become a good, decent enough email writer in 30 days. You can become a decent enough speaker in 30 days. You just have to make the decision to be pathetic. And on that note, I'm going to go be pathetic a little bit myself and work on some projects and things that are hard for me. But it's the next level and it's the next thing I need to do. And it's time. And so I'm going back at it. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. DianeHochman.com. Send your friends. Feel free to share this video after if you thought there was anything valuable that would help people. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.